puppy. It's been a while since we've seen each other, hasn't it? You're looking a little worse for wear. Haven't my thralls been taking good care of you? Oh, don't snarl at me. We've been over this. You only have yourself to blame for being kept in captivity. No one forced you to commit your crime, and actions have consequences. You're not above the law, puppy. Even your pack recognizes that, as they finally stopped camping outside my mansion and hounding my poor servants. I suppose it will please you to know, though, that last I heard they did acquire a lawyer for you. Although don't get your hopes up. No lawyer will be able to change the fact that you took it upon yourself to kill our leader in sight of multiple witnesses. That's what happens when you act before you think. If you somehow survive your trial, I should like to hope you learn a little bit about calculated planning. I told you when I first brought you here, I don't care to hear your explanation. You don't need to convince me of his wrongdoings, because I am well aware of his unsavory proclivities. That's most of the elder generation for you. However, I choose to remain impartial to this situation, and you would do well to remember that. Save your defense for the court. You may still see me as your captor, and yes, I have my reasons for keeping you here while the court elects a new leader. But if anything, you should be thanking me profusely. If I hadn't stepped in, my kind would have called for immediate retribution in the form of your head on a platter. This past month, I have attempted to make sure you are treated fairly and humanely. You can't say that I haven't. Always trying to play dumb. The collar and shackles can't be helped. The silver keeps you from accessing your full form. It is for our protection as much as yours. Can't have my puppy transforming into a slavering beast in my own home. That's not why I'm here. I did not come here to mock you in your present state. Yes, I understand you're shocked I came back here at all. The last time I visited you, I made an error of judgment. I was overworked and exhausted and, well, I told myself it wouldn't happen again. While I have been very preoccupied as of late, I suppose I have also avoided coming here to not be reminded of whatever possessed me that day. However, I have been informed by my thralls that lately you have been acting volatile, howling and tearing up the room and being regularly indecent. I have been reading up on your kind, and I believe I understand the issue. Yes, even now I can plainly see it on your face. You're trying to act tough and hide your current state from me, but you can't hide the sheen of sweat on your brow, the tick in your eye, heavy breathing. Underneath the perpetual odor of wet dog, I can smell something else equally potent. It's your heat cycle, isn't it? Your vehement denial may as well be an admission with the way your eyes are darting back and forth. Poor, poor puppy. Stuck in a room with no one to sate her desperate needs. No wonder my thralls finally sought me out to report the issue. You must have been driving them quite mad these past few days. What I read, is it true that this will last for a full week if left to your own devices? That your current condition only stops once you've been mated? Fascinating. I am a very busy woman. I'm something of a socialite, you know, and alongside recent political endeavors, lately I have been planning a masquerade ball for those of vampiric high society. Something to alleviate the general air of distress that your little bout of foolishness created. It wouldn't do for you to keep my servants stressed and running around like headless chickens for the next week, not when I need them functioning at their best for the ball. Nor do I need the added risk of my guests potentially overhearing you doing anything unseemly. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that you are my responsibility as my current ward. So, I will take it upon myself to give you the relief you crave. Your eyes are as wide as saucers right now. You're not even trying to pretend you hate me anymore. Of course, I know you don't hate me as much as you must want to. You're a captor and a vampire. That's certainly a double whammy, isn't it? But if you hate me so much, puppy, then why were you so eager to bury your tongue inside me when I was here last? It's your decision, puppy. Do you really want to deal with this cumbersome thing all on your own? Do you want to go to sleep frustrated because nothing you do is giving you the satisfaction you need? Of course, I can leave right now if that's what you prefer. It certainly won't be ideal for anyone, but I can make the most of any situation, and my thralls simply will just have to make do. You're right. I'll just be off then. No. You want me to stay and help you? What a needy little outburst. Your facade of disinterest has completely crumpled now, hasn't it? No, I don't think I'm convinced you want this enough. Go on, then. Be a good girl and beg for it. I was merely teasing, yet you only hesitated for a moment before obeying. You truly must be desperate. Very well. I suppose it can't be helped. After all, I am of the mindset that obedient puppies ought to be rewarded.